Hello everybody, I'm Face, and in today's video, it's going to be a little post-commentary over a battle I had with RealOminousNebula a few days back. Somebody on his stream just decided to donate him $70. They're like, battle I eat, and he was like, yeah, sure, I eat battle.
Now we're officially cool, man. We're officially cool. Oh, frick. Chandra with the $20 donation saying, battle I eat? Yo. Yo, I'll battle I eat. If I eat still here and he wants to battle, I'll battle him, bruh. Bro, what the... This man really donated $50 just for us to battle him, bruh. Okay, bruh. Like I said, bro, I'll battle him. I will battle him if he wants to. If he wants to battle right now, bro, I'll battle him.
I was like, yo, where's my cut of the pay? Cough it up. And he's like, And then the dude went on and said, I'll give you $100 if you beat I eat.
If you win, I donate 100? Yo, I'm gonna have to win then, bro. Yo, $100 donation if I win, Chandra. Okay, alright.
And I was like, bruh, where could I get some of that? And then Ominous is like, you know what? If you beat me, I will give you 2 Gamma starters. But if you lose, you shave your head bald. And I was like, no. Who on earth would risk their hair for a couple of rare pixels? I wasn't going to go bald, and my luck isn't the best, so I was not going to try and go bald. I mean, sure, I could have had 2 Gamma starters, but yeah, it wasn't worth risking going bald. So yeah, that's just what this video is. So, my face wasn't shaved, and my hair wasn't cut either. So I just decided I wasn't going to, do a live commentary thing on it. So here's just a post commentary of it. Alright, so here we are. We got the battle loading up. So immediately a team preview. I see Mewtune, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna put in some work. This is the same team I was using with that Valkyrie showcase, except I subbed out Terrafly for Mewtune because, Terrafly didn't really do anything at all. But yeah, I immediately see Shachi and Eclipse, and you're like, yep, Valkyrie's gonna do stuff in this game. Obsidian's a given. He has Borok, and my entire team is, it's the only switch in, so I kind of needed it. Of course, I put it in the lead slot. It just works so well as a lead. I put Ikazune there because, really nice matchup against his team. It'll hit them all pretty well except Obsidian, but, I have my own Obsidian, and that does well. I also add Mewtune and Vesperatu to the team. Vesperatu because, well, Shachi, it does well against that. And Mewtune, it'll nuke anything that's not Seer Knight. So, yeah, that's the team I went with. And, yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So, he leads Obsidian. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm okay with this because, this Obsidian not only switches into Borok, outspeeds it, and sleeps off the damage, it can also 1v1 pretty much any opposing Obsidian, being faster and actually being offensively invested, allowing me to just, outdamage it. So my first turn, I go for Power Focus because it's just the safest overall play. If he stays in, I don't want to damage him yet until I have some setup, and if he switches out, it uses the least amount of energy, so I can come back in later with, the most amount of energy. But, you saw he Mega Chomp crit, and that's just a bad omen. Getting that first turn crit, I was not excited. Here, I figured he'd go into Eclipse because I'm set up, and, well, I hurt. But he decided to stay in, so I hit him with an Earthquake. Now he's at +1 defense. And now he's setting up himself. But I'm just like, okay, I don't know why I looked at my Loomians. I think I was just looking at what I had. I debated going for another Power Focus, but I figured I should start putting on damage. Because, well, if I can drop the Obsidian now, that's less worry for my Vesperatu or Ikazune later. And, well, yeah, that's just kind of how I went. So I went for the Primal Slash, get some meaty damage. That's a nice 2-hit KO. even with his +2 melee defense at the moment. And we're both +2 now, and as you can see, I have a lot more HP. I considered going for Earthquake here instead of Primal Slash, but you know, in case of Eclipse. But I was also looking at my energy, and 56 energy is exactly enough to put me, or you know, enough to leave me at 65 energy, allowing me to sleep if I need to later. And well, he stayed in, so. I downed his Obsidian. I still have a good amount of health left. I could switch into Boar and sleep up later. He sends in his Eclipse, and I'm just like, it's Valkyrie time, boy. As you could see, I had zero hesitation. Valkyrie will eat this thing alive. Yeah. Also, people in Ominous's stream at the time thought the crit mattered. It didn't. Even if he was asleep at +3, the minimum damage that Primal Slash would have done was 52, and his Obsidian actually had 52 HP left. But yeah, I swallow that Gluminous Roar. And I assume he's afraid of the Holy Slash because, you know, my video came out and I, you know, heavily advertised, so I thought he'd switch out. But he sets up a Scapegoat, and I'm like, well, I mean, okay, this works too. Radiant Forecast will work if Eclipse is behind a Scapegoat. Total Eclipse doesn't activate if it's behind a Scapegoat, so yeah. Here, I'm just gonna pop the Scapegoat. He's not gonna switch out. Use the least amount of energy, and yeah, there's pretty much it's a zero drawback play. He's just gonna chip me down possibly or set up. Either way, I'm fine. The only thing that'd be scary if he got like double crit or something. I don't know. I was really confident in this matchup here. I'm starting to get, you know, a little too chipped for my liking. I want to make sure my Valkyrie's healthy in case he has Shachi later. So this turn, I know the Radiant Forecast is going to hit, which bypasses Total Eclipse at the moment. So I'm just going to go for the Rejuvenate, and that's going to chip him down, and that's guaranteed in range of Holy Slash for later. If that ever comes into play. So I'll eat any hit, heal off the damage, and then he gets struck by Radiant Forecast, and then we just kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm feeling very comfortable in this matchup. As you can see, I'm pretty much back to where we started. And now he's hit by the Radiant Forecast, and well, yeah. I wanted to predict him to swap out this turn, but I was just like, you know what, he hasn't been doing much, so we'll just Holy Slash, try and get him on out of here. But he correctly switches out into his Borak, allowing him to take minimal damage from it. And yeah, that's just kind of that. It does some decent chip. If my Ikizune ever gets to +1, it's a guaranteed KO from that range, so that's cool. But Borak only needs like 5% chip for that. Hopefully this Flash and Flee right here drops him into range for where Ikizune can just naturally knock him out with Fire Breath. So that was the reason why I clicked Flash and Flee here. I could have just hard swapped and saved my energy, but I wanted a little bit more chip so that later in the game my Loomians in the back could, you know, deal with it immediately because Borak is a threat. But here, obviously, I'm just going to switch into Obsidian. I'm going to eat any hit bar crit. And yeah, I'll be able to outspeed him and heal it off. But at the time, he didn't know that. He never saw my Valkyrie video, so he didn't know about my Obsidian. The whole stream was telling him about it. I'm glad he wasn't reading the chat, but he didn't read the chat. So here he sees it's a 2-hit KO, and you know he's just gonna swing. But I'm faster, so I get to heal it off. And at this point, the whole stream just started bursting out laughing, and including the Roblox chat behind my face. But you know, whatever. But his reaction to that was funny as well. So
let's see, Obsidian. Okay. Earthquake. Alright, that actually did a lot. Okay, we can actually take out his Obsidian. Yo, we can take out his Obsidian. He's faster! How? No! How does he outspeed me? What in the world?
Yeah. Here, you know, I'm pretty safe to just take another turn to heal. He's definitely going to switch out, but, you know, getting the HP and energy back for another Borak encounter in the future is very appreciated. He brings in his Shachi, and I'm just like, Valkyrie, come on right back out. The Valkyrie will take absolutely nothing from anything Shachi does, and I can use that turn to even rest up, or rest or wait to get my energy back. But yeah, as you can see, I take absolutely nothing from that. I go for a wait because, you know, energy. I really want my energy. Here, oh no, he doesn't dodge here. No, or does he? He did dodge here. He thought I was going to hit. I didn't want it. I had no reason to hit. Here, I didn't expect him to go into Eclipse. I was just hoping he would attack with or do something else, but I mean, it was a pretty obvious switch. In hindsight, I could have just Holy Slashed. It was pretty much a zero drawback play. Even if Shachi stayed in and set up or hit me, at least I would have chipped it. But, eh. And here, I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to double out into his Borak to, you know, try and take advantage of my sleeping in Sidrigon. So I'm going to Flash and Flee again to pivot out against it immediately. But he stayed, well, the turn's not here yet, but he stayed in. So that was not good for me. Yeah, I guess I just made 2 misplays in a row, but whatever. It's not like I'm really sacrificing too much. He goes behind his scapegoat, so on the bright side, my Flash and Flee does go through. Although, not really too much of a bright side, considering now I have to switch something into the Eclipse. But, you know, at this point, I'm just like, well, Mewtwo can pretty handily take care of this due to very, you know, high natural ranged bulk and being able to just burst through this. Now, I didn't finish my moveset on this. I just kind of grabbed it out of the PC box. That's I never put a finished moveset on it, but luckily Mewtwo only really needs to click 2 moves, Raging Howl and Resonate, so it didn't really hurt me too much here. But, you know, Dodge and Stretch are potentially good options, or Dissonant Chord to troll Obsidian's trying to sleep. But it was just a thing of, oh gosh, I forgot to, you know, finish my moveset here. But it didn't really matter because I had the moves I needed, so. And at this point, I'm just, you know, spam Resonate, potentially get a boost. And I'm rocking Virtuoso to use less energy. Because while Mewtwo does break very well, I don't like its somewhat lower energy pool, so I want to be able to use as many moves as possible. But fun fact, with the energy orb buff coming with Zephyrite being 25%, you can actually lower the cost of something like Raging Howl to like 38 with Energy Orb and Virtuoso. So you'll be able to use a base 134 ranged attacking Mewtwo with 38 costing, or 38 cost Raging Howl. Oof. Sure, you don't have the Typeless Essence, but, you know, you can spam like crazy. Or you could rock Tone Deaf with the Energy Orb and still have, like, what, 50 energy cost? Something like that? I have the math immediately in my head, but here's the Borak. After I took down the Eclipse, I don't really need Mewtwo anymore. His Obsidian's gone, and it knocked out Eclipse. I mean, yeah. I didn't want to have to force myself to switch into Borak again. So, well, I didn't. I just let Mewtwo go. I didn't need it in the match anymore. Here comes Ikazune. It's definitely in range of a Fire Breath knocking it out. And yeah, that was pretty much that. There was no real thought process here. It was just... I was honestly looking at its energy, and it's something I need to start working on. Just know how much the max energy everything has, and count back its by its moves, so I know exactly how much it's at any given point. It's something I'll start doing going forward, but You know, it always escapes my mind, but he just quick pounces for Big Boy Chip. And back comes Shachi, and I'm just like, well, hello, Valkyrie, my old friend. Come to talk to... No, I don't actually know the lyrics to that song. Wow. That's upsetting. But anyway, you know, Valkyrie's the freest thing on the planet. It'll take 0 damage, and it'll enable my Vesperatu to get in. I don't know his last Loomian yet. Could still be Swolder, in which case I probably should have saved Mewtwo, but I still have Ikazune, so it can still break through it. So I'm not that worried. But here I just kind of... I think I wait because, you know, energy. Yeah. I just kind of need my energy back, so, you know, no choice but to wait. If he foul chanted, I don't know if it would have been a 2-hit KO. It might have. It's definitely possible. I'll tell you that. I just don't know if it's guaranteed. It might be a roll, but I wasn't, you know, just whatever. He might have been better off just doing 2 foul chants there. He gets the freeze here, which actually ends up mattering. As you can see, I'm not able to rejuvenate again because I'm at 62 energy. But I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to. I can just go Vesperatu, and yeah, he can hit me here unless he crits me. It won't knock me out. But even if he does knock me out, that's fine. I just need to get Vesperatu in safely, and then I just go from there. And if he has Swolder, Ikazune's okay. Or Ikazune can come in and take care of it, so I'm still in a very good position. He rests. I mean, yeah, there was if there was any time to rest, it'd be right there. You know, there was no big damage coming his way anyway. But Vesperatu's in. Now, this next minute, it's just me freaking out because I forgot to actually have a screenshot of his team. Oh, I thought I did, but I actually had a screenshot. If you rewind to the beginning of the video, you can see the screenshot thing come up. I just completely forgot about it. But I was freaking about his last member. I couldn't remember that he had Avitross and Swolder, or Avitross, Avitross, Swolder, and something else not revealed. It's Searnite, right? So I didn't want to click Slapdown, but again, you know, talking to you right now, it didn't matter if he did. I had Ikazune, and I would have been able to just rid of him. Even if he swapped his Shachi back in, I would have been able to go into Valkyrie, sack it off, bring Vesperatu back in, and that kind of stuff. And now, especially since Shachi would have had to been chipped at that point. But yeah, so eventually I come to the, you know, I just kind of slap it down because, yeah, who cares? Just kill it. And now it's just down to his last Loomian, and it ends up being Avitross, and I'm like, oh, okay, I win. You know, just slap down Shadow Sprint, and that'll be game. But yeah, I should have taken him up on the Gamma starters. I would have been a rich boy. But not today. Not today. He does a good chunk with a Nosedive, but it's not that threatening because, you know, I just click Shadow Sprint and win. And yeah, with that, it's a good game. Oh, wait, he lives on 1 HP and he's able to perch, but, like, oh, okay, that really doesn't matter. But, you know, just makes the battle just a wee bit longer. You know, it takes, like, what, 3 more turns? 2 Phantom Slashes and a Shadow Sprint. I've been trying Phantom Slash on this Vesperatu just because I never really end up clicking Sharpen, but after, you know, messing with it for a little bit of time, it's definitely clear that I'll be clicking Sharpen more than Phantom Slash. The only time I've been clicking Phantom Slash is predicting a Swolder coming in, or if they have no item and I'm just trying to knock them out, like right now. In which case, Phantom Slash does hit Swolder harder, but you just bring something else for it. Swolder's gonna wall you anyway. So I'll end up putting Shadows or Sharpen back on this Vesperatu, but Now he's actually in range of Shadow Sprint, and now it's actually good game. So, yeah. I have denied a 16-year-old kid, I think that's how old Ominous is. I think I denied him $100. Haha. Get screwed, kid. Don't try and make me cut my hair bald. That's not nice. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and there's actually another video coming tomorrow. It's going to be going over some of the balance changes that are most likely, not confirmed, but most likely coming with Sephirite. And I want to give my thoughts on them and give you the rundown of what they are. It's not all of them, / not all of them are really confirmed either, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video. See ya.
I'll donate him. I'll legit donate him.